tonight's game.
Brandt. That saved by Hewitt. And then hitting the ball was Farrell. Farrell hit it off the double block, hit it off the elbow of one of the defenders. And it went out. Hawaii leading 4-2 in the second game. Stephanie Farrell in that front row. Serving is Otineru. Down the middle comes Courtson. That is saved by Kai Hui. Farrell, that's blocked back. Hewitt is there. And trying it again is Farrell. And this time Farrell just powers it. I mean, she knew the block was there. And so her option was to destroy the block.
And you know, she's got so much power behind her. That's what she loves to do.
Serving is Otineru. Fowles goes outside to MacArthur. That's blocked and in. Fowles was there on the block along with Hewitt. I should say Farrell.
Farrell, right there, completely sealing off that line. It's a good high block.
Farrell with a stoic face. Very determined. Serving again is Otineru. Fowles goes to MacArthur, and that goes off the double block of Hewitt. And also Farrell, and the ball goes out. That's a point for Utah State. Fowles will serve for the Aggies. 6 for Hawaii, 3 for Utah State. Serving is Fowles, and she serves it long, and that is not good. Any kind of service error for a team that comes in as a decided underdog really hurts them.
They've got to somehow find a way to keep it in, but as well keep pressure on the other team. They've got to serve tough.
Serving is Brandt, Stephanie Brandt, playing her final game here at the Stanley. Ball hit over by Courtson, Kai Hui, Mafua, Danielson. That's in the air by Morrill. Fowles goes all the way cross court to MacArthur. Here's Danielson again. That's in the air by Bodley. MacArthur. That's off Otineru. Waiting for it is Mafua. Step out. Hewitt. And Morrill is there. Great dig by Morrill. MacArthur hits it off the cable, but there's Danielson. Down the middle comes Otineru.
And the crowd goes crazy. It's a fabulous set selection by Danny Mafua. She set the front court, I think, 4 times before she finally set the back row attack. Aneli Cubi-Otineru.
Brandt serving, almost an overpass. The ball hit back by Hewitt. Utah State struggles, hits the bottom of the scoreboard, but they still play. There's another overpass, this time by Foles, and Hewitt was there to make sure everything was copacetic.
Hewitt is just so constant in the front court. She's extremely disciplined.
Hewitt really restores order in the middle, that's for sure. MacArthur, that's blocked back by Hewitt and Mafua. Dug in the back row by Otineru. Mafua, Hewitt, diving dig, excellent diving dig by Bodley. They get it across, that's MacArthur. Here is Mafua to Danielson, and that ball will be returned. Great job by Fowles. Near the net, Mafua, Danielson again. And that time, Danielson hits it off the block. Timeout, Utah State. Hawaii's establishing themselves again in game number 2. They lead 10-3. The Hawaiian Airlines record book is sponsored by Hawaiian Airlines. Only one airline is Hawaiian. Hawaii's single season block assists, 1996. Angelica Ljungqvist, Cecilia Goods in 97. Heather Bowen in 99. Carrie Gregory in 06 and Victoria Prince in 04. Great names out of the past, that's for sure.
There you see Catherine Fowler's family. Her mom Rhonda in the white and her dad Steve Fowler there in the blue shirt.
A ball served by Brandt was out. So a point for Utah State. Hawaii leading 10-4 in the second game. And serving for Utah State will be MacArthur. Gets it in. Kai Hui, Mafua, hit by Hewitt. Good diving dig by Morrill. That ball is hit over by Cortston. And right there is Danielson went up against what was a triple block, or at least to try to form one. And she was too quick for her. 11-4, Hawaii leads Ka'aihui to serve. Waiting for it is Fowles. And the ball is hit over by White. Danielson off the double block. In the air by Courtson. But no help from her teammates. Another point for Hawaii.
Hawaii really separating here, pulling away.
Serving is Ka'aihui. Gets it in. Morrill, two. Fowles tried to get there, but that ball kind of spun away from her into the antenna. 13-4. Ka'aihui continues to serve for Hawaii. She's on a roll. Morrill in the air to Fowles. And Courtson hits it cross court, but hits it out. Another point for Hawaii.
And you got to look to the Utah State Aggies to try to have a lineup change, maybe a substitution, a timeout, something to slow this momentum down. Hawaii
leading by double digits. Ka'aihui serving again. Morrill in the air, waiting. It's Fowles. And Fowles gets the ball to Taylor, and that'll be returned. Ball is hit by White. That's dug up. And Kaufman able to hit it just inside the back line. Good dig in the back row for Hawaii that time, as Cubi-Otineru was able to handle it. Mafua will go out. And coming in for blocking purposes is Kashopo. Serving, continuing to serve, is Ka'aihui. Knuckleballs it over. White fouls. Courtson. That's in the air by Brandt. But going over was Kashopo, and she went over and introduced herself to the signage.
You know, sometimes I have to think that this signage is a little close. There's so many playable balls. She was there. She could have absolutely gotten that ball.
Ball is served by Morrill. Waiting for it is Brandt to Kaufman. And they tried to pancake it, but the ball hit the floor. Morrill had her hand out there, but that ball beat her to the Terraflex. Coming in is Jayme Lee. She is one of the seniors saying aloha tonight.
And she is a fifth-year senior. She redshirted 1 year. She's been here a long time. A great reflection of the program.
Lee serves, chased down by Fowles. Ball is hit over by White. Lee gives it to Brandt. Otineru. And then White is able to handle it. Ball is hit over by MacArthur, and that ball went off Kaufman. So a point for Utah State.
And Liz MacArthur with her third kill, hitting at 0. She's had 19 attempts tonight. 3 kills and 3 errors.
Hawaii leading by 10, 16-6. Serving is Courtson. Ka'aihui, waiting for it is Brandt. That's Otineru. Otineru was drifting outside the antenna. She had no room left. If she didn't hit the ball then, she never would. She did.
Little Gumby move right there. She followed the ball out all the way past her right shoulder, and she just moved her body around, a little limbo Gumby move.
Serving is Mafua. In the air by Morrill. Fouls, and getting the ball over is Durant. Nice short, effective set that time by Fowles.
Durant trying to spark up her team, the 6'2 junior out of America Fork, Utah. There's 10 players from the state of Utah on this Utah team. It's a nice local component.
Bodily to serve for Utah State. 7 serving 17. Lead to Mafua. Here's Farrell, and Farrell hits it off the inside blocker. That was Durant.
Farrell has that business as usual kind of look on her face.
She does. 18-7. Here's Kaufman. Kaufman serves it. Dug up by Bodily, waiting his fulls. They joust. Farrell tries to block it, but that time it was Fowles having just a little bit more leverage.
Chelsea Fowles, the senior, the setter, the 5'9 junior, a little smaller, listed at 5'9, but definitely the smaller player between her and Farrell, coming out victorious on that joust.
Serving will be Beckstrom. She played briefly in the first game. Kai Hui in the air to Mafua, and then what a hit. I mean, that was just a steamer by Otineru.
And really an incredible hit, but check out this set. Dani Mafua back sets that, just picture perfect.
So Mafua now, rather Otineru now with 10 kills. But she adds a service error to that. Hawaii still leads by double digits, 19-9. And serving will be Fowles for Utah State. Down the line, Kai Hui, Mafua, Hewitt, and 4 hits. Hewitt did not get it over the tape. So it's 19-10, Utah State in double digits.